Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated, from the west where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitting Policies.
Spitting Policies. Spitting Policies. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Come on in. Hey, move that out the chair. Move that out the way. No, I don't want them to knock it down when they come in and have a seat. Yeah, come in, have a seat. Come on, welcome. Happy Spitting Policies Day. How y'all doing, brother?
Happy Spitting Policies Day.
Hey,
Come on.
It's that day.
Come on.
Let's jump right into this, man.
Let's do it.
It just hit me, Cam. It's like,
Let's do it.
put it together, didn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, since Trevor want to talk, let's start with you, buddy. Start with
And that's not have any fondling this week.
Fondling?
Yeah, you had to watch. You had to watch last week's episode.
Yeah.
Where the hell that came from?
Yeah, you watched last week. Yeah.
He fondled.
Yeah, when you got pulled back, remember?
Yeah.
Paul.
God was using stretching you.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he stretched you.
God was stretching you.
Yeah, go back and watch last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trev, how was your week, man?
Be careful.
Man,
Take your time.
I had a very balanced week. It was balanced with sweet and sour.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I tell you,
I'll be glad when you have a great week, man. What can we do to help you have a great week? A full great week. What can we do?
I don't know what you can do. I think we all supposed to have balance and make it through. I think we should. You praise through the hard times, like you thank God for it, and it make the great times even better. I focus on the great part. You know what I mean?
That's
because
good.
Sometimes the painful part is what's strengthening you. So now you can enjoy the good times.
He put it together, boy. He put that together like a puzzle.
Oh yeah. So I think we all require balance because if it's always good, something wrong.
Something think about.
If it's
Something
always
about.
good, you gotta be challenged.
Yeah, but we can have seasons where it's pretty good.
Yeah, where's going? Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, spread mine out, Lord, please.
Right.
Yeah.
This is my daily prayer.
You know, make mine be 90-10.
Yeah.
Well,
90 good, 10
Exactly.
I
challenges.
feel you, but I guess he know what he's doing with me because I don't want to get too arrogant and big headed. So
So
I think it's best for me. You know,
is he implying?
I go through those
I guess,
speed bumps.
I don't know.
I go through some speed bumps better than potholes. So it's just gonna make me stronger.
Okay.
So I'm balanced.
Great.
I'm enjoying my week.
Okay,
How
glad
about
to see
you?
how your week was.
All right.
How about you?
Oh,
I'll pass the mic back to you, but
okay. Yeah, I had a great week, man. I'm blessed. I'm healthy. I have my health and strength, and my loved ones around me are doing well. So I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. So God is good
All the time.
all the time.
God is good.
There it is. Kanoom.
It is.
Kanoom, how's your week, brother?
My week has been great.
Mm.
You know, I could. When you talk about God is always right on time, I just that's what I want to say, and I'm filled with gratitude.
Hey,
God is right on time all the time, and I'm filled with gratitude.
okay.
Yes, that's how my week has been.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fly guy, what's up, Ken?
Hey, what up, EP?
Yeah, okay.
Man, I ain't finna let nobody.
Yeah, Valentine's Day in June, boy. Good boy, love them, man, love them.
Man,
Mr. Lover.
hey, yeah, I don't look like what I go through. That's it. I know. I serve an awesome God, man, and that's all. That's a mouthful. That's it.
Okay.
So
He
Ain't
said,
worried
I
about
don't
a
look
thing.
like what I go through.
Man.
Or if you, okay, all right. Shit,
Well,
we
guess
like
what?
that.
Guess what we gonna do, man? We gonna jump right into this.
Let's get
week's
in
show.
it, baby.
Because
Because
the subject is if she can't help him,
Can't.
she's useless.
If she
I
can't
say
help
one
him,
more time. If she can't help him, she's useless. Y'all agree with
Use. I agree.
audience.
You agree?
1,000%.
1,000%.
Do you agree with it, audience?
Before we get started, we have the phone number scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
Please feel free to leave a comment, even call in. Share your thoughts as we proceed through this show. Trevor, you're the only one that didn't answer. Do you agree with that statement?
I think
Or
he's still thinking.
I agree.
Oh, okay. There it is.
He said it so quickly.
Yeah.
He didn't, he normally puts some emphasis on it, but he just, I agree. Just
This is
this little segment Monica isn't listening to.
Yeah, she still.
I agree.
Yeah.
Say it fast.
Yeah, let's
say
get it out there
fast
quick.
so she can miss it.
Let's get it out there quick.
Yeah. And this subject is so apropos because all we're seeing
good.
on social media and in the streets today and
Man.
it's in the air. What can you do for me, man? And if
Yep.
he don't make this,
Mm-mm.
I ain't this and I ain't. Really, you have it the wrong way. What are you doing to help him attain what he's supposed to
Yeah.
attain?
That's the way it used to be.
Right?
Why do you even think that is? Why do you think women have that mentality?
Because I think what they value now is quite different from what women of high integrity valued. She thinks she can give you a piece of ass, and that's gonna get her to pass. You know what
Or
I mean?
dangle it in front of
Yeah.
you, not even give it to you.
It's like it's
The allure.
women of high integrity is scarce.
So has that been working for women?
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
do
working
that.
for some of them because that carrot is kind of everybody. Some people fall for it.
A lot of people fall for it, and
Yep.
a lot of
A lot of
hate-
men
Their
are-
goal. That's their goal.
A lot of them hate that men are being more enlightened these days.
Oh, my God.
and because it's
They hate
prevalent.
it.
It's prevalent on all the social sites, and
Mhm.
that men are standing up.
Man. About time.
About time, right?
Man.
That's why they hated Kevin
Man.
Samuels so much.
Right.
Yeah,
He spoke
What
the
you think,
truth.
Trev? What you think, buddy?
he
Yeah,
does.
I think there's a whole bunch of reasons as to why women have a lot of that mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some men want, or they're, that's what they want to do. They just want to hit. And so she's like, okay, well, if this is valuable to you, I'm gonna dangle it in your face. Hold them on, string them on, and carry on.
What is let's talk about this. What value should a woman bring to a man, right?
What's needed?
Right.
It's what's needed for that
For that
particular
that
man.
particular man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think if women would know their purpose, that's the reason you were created.
Go ahead, elaborate on
The
that. a little
reason
bit.
women were created was to aid in helping the man fulfill his purpose.
Oh, preach on.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach on.
I'm not. I didn't say it.
Nope.
The word said it.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we have. Let's pull up one clip.
Let's go to the first clip.
We got 3 clips.
Early,
You can put any
Go
one
up to
of
the
them
first one.
applies.
And women, if you have an issue, just call in and talk to us about it.
Yeah.
We here for you.
We would love to hear from you.
We are here for you.
Give us your opinion. Go ahead and call, give us a question or comment.
Yeah.
Understands her purpose contains a certain kind of liberation and peace that needs no clarification or recognition from others. She organizes her thoughts. She employs answers and directions from God. She takes care of those around her. She makes a home. She pours where needed, and she understands the environment around her. She pulls from a place not readily understood by everyone, but her peace and her gentleness is felt when she walks in the room. She will gather you if you disrespect her, pray for her enemies and her loved ones, guide her children in strength and honor, and give her mindful thoughts when needed. She elevates her counterparts, pours into their dreams, holds space for grace and love, and feeds the wisdom and covers the heads of those she is close to. She recognizes her worth and she loves deeply. A woman who understands her purpose understands her strength. She understands her reason and she understands her peace. If you ever meet a woman with such a purpose, she will change your life forever, and you will never find one like her ever again. She is never the standard, baby. She is the exception.
Who is this? Who
Man.
is this woman? Who is this woman?
Well put.
I think I'm,
I think I'm in love.
I
She
think
sounds seasoned. She sounds like a seasoned
I-
woman.
I think I'm in love, y'all.
So
Right.
I
I'm
believe her.
moist.
I believe her.
I'm moist.
She said it with conviction.
Yeah.
Man, she
Yeah.
said it with her chest.
Yeah.
I think I'm in love. Y'all.
I think I'm
I'm in
moist.
love.
I'm
It
moist.
takes a certain,
Can I get some paper towels?
it takes a
Kevin's
certain
moist.
level-
I heard it.
It takes a certain
They got a little leakage.
Yeah.
It takes a certain level of a woman to even
To
have that
even
respect.
man.
She had-
My God.
she has reached a certain level of
I just
maturity.
want to know who
and
she
growth.
is so I can look her up and we can plan our first date.
Hey.
Oh, you know
Mm.
she gonna want you. You
Huh?
know she gonna want you.
Yes, she gonna want me. Mm-hmm.
He gonna make himself available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm chasing this one.
Man.
Hey, Pete. So how often do you find a woman to even have conversations with that kind of take on her way of thinking?
Whoa.
You know,
That's a
it's
good
very rare that you find a woman with that high intelligence and spiritually rooted. You know, you don't find a woman that is, you know, really intrinsically, she is a feminine woman that I love to see in any woman, because she exemplifies what a virtuous woman is to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's very rare that you have a conversation. You know, out of the 10, you maybe get 1.5
Yeah.
that have this kind of language. And you know, that this is where you get women. If you want to, you know, this is a woman with, she's ready to be a wife right now, mine. You know what I mean? She's ready to be
Ladies
mine.
and gentlemen, you
You know.
just heard a proposal.
Yep.
So
I
that
didn't
young
even,
lady,
you know, she kept her,
Come
you know,
on,
she didn't even, I didn't even see her full body, but
You
what,
didn't even need to, right?
what she spewed out of her mouth
Hey,
was such, you know, it was dew upon my ears. You know what I mean? And
Dude.
my intellect and my loins were so tantalized by this woman. Yes, it was.
Scoot back, Trevor. Scoot back.
But you don't even get that a lot. You know what I mean?
You don't. That's why
Because
it
of
was-
women nowadays, I don't know if they're just not taught. And that's what it is, right? They have to be taught to be that.
okay, well,
You know what I mean?
the one thing the caveat to that is a lot of times that's not promoted as much as the negative shit. Oftentimes you have it's a lot of great women, but that say things like that, but it's not as publicized.
I
They don't
don't
get
know.
as many likes. They don't
Where?
get as
Where
Where
you
are
hear
you
that?
at
Where
the
you
shop?
hear that?
Barbershop?
well, hold on. Now, oftentimes we'll see a lot of negative energy because you guys are even saying some of the things that are errant at the
Yeah.
inception of
We're
the
talking about
We was talking
negative
about
though.
stuff with social media, right? But this lady just said some stuff. I mean, stuff like that should be blowing up.
But
Not
you know it
just
never
that
it
video.
you're
never
saying-
it
But
you're
a
never
saying
lot
it's
of
being
videos
said.
like that
Yeah.
needs to be.
We don't see that.
constantly- It doesn't, and that's
Yeah.
that's the
That's what I'm
sad
saying.
part.
It doesn't get
That's
that
the sad
attention.
part. So if we
Yeah.
have more videos like that, more women feeling that way and jumping on that positive bandwagon, I think that
Yeah.
can change the whole
But
dynamic.
like Kanoon was saying, it has to be taught.
Yeah, I think
Starts
that's
at
where we're
home.
missing. A lot of women are missing it because a lot of single women are raising their daughters to be single and independent women. The trope of I don't need no man. Okay, go ahead and have some children by him, you know, just to get child support. You hear more of that than that.
You hear this too. There's no more nanas. There's no more big mamas. It's only grandmas. They
Yeah,
in the club with
grandmas.
they in the club with
Real
everybody
talk.
else.
Real talk.
Moms.
Very well.
Yeah.
You said glam
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah.
Wow. I was
Yeah.
8 years
A
old
lot
when I
won't
heard
call
that.
themselves grandma.
No, man, the majority of them are,
Yeah,
you know,
grandma. I'm not grandma.
no, they don't want to take on that, and the responsibilities that come with that. And I think, like you were saying, Trevor, I believe it's a lot of women, females, or is allowing social media to raise their kids. You know, so that's why they're not being taught, because they're not spending that quality time. Are you sitting down at the table helping your child with the homework? Are you breaking bread with your child? Are you teaching your child, asking your child different, questions? It's, you want your kid is moving around too much. I'm here. They all got fairly new iPhones and all of that stuff. So they're allowing social media to raise their kids instead of, that's who's teaching our youth is social media. Because like you said, everything pretty much you go on there is negativity.
And a lot of times the things that children learn up until a certain age, that's what's structuring them and giving them their foundation.
Those years.
So here, those informative years are very influential. So as a result, if you just letting the phone watch or artificial intelligence babysit or entertain or teach your child, then you have that's difficult, because they ought to have some kind of balance. Because if you got the phone, that's one thing, but what does the child see their parents do in reality?
That's another one.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, baby, you that right there, that's what happened on social media or whatever on TV. But you really see me in here cooking. You really see me communicating effectively with your dad or my husband. If they see certain things and they have to be a part of it and they're drawn in, no, you off the phone. But now you got to go work on your bicycle with your dad. Now you got to go cook with your mom. Now you got to go take out the trash with your father. Now you got to go clean the bathroom with your mom. I mean, stuff like that. I think that's what helps to build the foundation in the world and the dynamic that we're living in now, especially with technology.
Also, for men, it would help that we be about something for them to contribute to and to help.
Yeah, because no way a woman should be lending help to someone that doesn't have a vision, doesn't have a purpose to even work on. Exactly. I wouldn't even tell my daughter, hey, this dude is not working on nothing. Listen.
Why even be with him, right?
Why are you with him? You know what I mean? So it's we want a woman's help, but she got to be helping the dude that really needs help.
Yeah.
And not just to get up off his tail and just do anything. He should already have something that you can walk into his dominion and
help with his purpose.
Yes.
But then, excuse me, but you then also you have women that seek them type of dudes out, because that's the type of dude that they want, where they can be in control, where they call the shots, where they lead, so you have those too. And then too, on the other hand, with the women, stop putting so much energy tearing down the father. That's why a lot of fathers walk away from relationships, is because they want to be with their child, is they don't want to deal with the mother. Pour into your kid, especially, I say both, but when you got a daughter, little girl, pour into her, let her see, how you handle things or do things, and put time and effort, even if it's just putting, dressing. They looking at all of that. If you walking around with boy shorts and heels,
hey, don't discourage.
Well, I mean, no. I'm not.
Nothing wrong with those in the home.
It's a time and a place.
Yes, nothing wrong with those.
It's a time and a place. Okay, in the home.
In my home, especially. My home, especially. Yes,
no scrubs. I want to know what that name. Where did she get that name from?
Probably from the song.
TLC.
I know it's the me, but I'm saying, why did she name herself that? If you can,
because she don't want any
minds want to know.
Yeah,
she's called in before. Go ahead, call in again, Joe Scrubs.
So I'm trying to see what her question is. So child support over a relationship or a father. Did we touch on that?
No, but she says she had an earlier quote. Comment, and it was just leaning into that. Really, women just want a child support check.
Well, that's coming to an end, right? Trump is killing that. So
he's killing child support.
Well, Yeah,
I doubt that.
you gonna kill it.
Yeah, the
He
executive
can- he
order
wipe
is
it,
just,
yeah.
Boy, I
just writing
hope-
in it.
That dude is
You
signing
have
off
so
on
many-
everything.
You have so many brothers vote for Trump. He's ending
That's,
child
well,
support.
that's the idea.
Let's not put that out there because I don't know if he's ended it. You
He
know what I
gonna
mean?
end- yeah.
He may end what is that called? Section 8 or whatever those things are.
If Section
Those
8 goes, child
subsidies from
support
the
right
government.
behind it.
He might
You
have
know.
executive orders, but
Yeah.
all that stuff still has
Yeah, he's just
at the pass.
he playing with y'all mind, man.
Yeah.
It's just a that shell game. You know what I mean? 3-card Molly. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. But I want to get back to a woman was created, and when I say this, and I ask a woman this, like, what is your purpose in life?
Let's go to another clip.
Yeah.
And further expound on that.
Yes.
To give assistance in time of want, difficulty, or distress, to act or an instant. A woman is given to a man to assist him in time of distress, to give him relief, to give assistance in time of want, difficulty, or distress, to act or an instance of helping, to aid, to back him up, to bolster, to boost, to hand up, to help, to give him a leg up, to reinforce him, to relieve him, to console him in time of grief or
Yes.
pain, to give him balm, to cheer him, to comfort him, to give him condolence, encouragement, to soothe him, to give him solace, and to maintain him. That is the purpose of a woman.
Wow.
Did he answer?
Oh, that was a real spit portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that at the end. We don't really need.
Yeah, man.
We don't need you.
Yeah, he already did. Matter of fact, Keith, just play that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Fair guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Man,
That's
That's
Doge.
it.
That's
Yeah.
Doge.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is if women would subscribe to that fully, and I mean with all of their being, I think we would have a better family structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that the family structure, when everybody knows the roles that they're playing and they play it well, I think we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
But it's also on us to pick women
Yes.
with
With
who's
this-
already wired
Mm-hmm.
this way.
Man,
Yes.
what is that, Shelly P? A child should never be leveraged. If a father is good to the child, there should be no reason why they shouldn't see their child. And absolutely. But it's so many brothers that don't. We getting a
Don't
call?
what?
Can we
Don't
answer
what?
it? I'll come back.
There's so many
After
brothers
the
that
call.
don't what?
Well, we got a call.
We got a call.
Caller, please
take the
tell
call.
us your name, question, or comment.
Hello. Caller,
Who's calling?
are you there? I know what you did.
Phone check. Miggity microphone checker.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
we
it.
hear
hear
you.
you. We hear you.
All right, good brother. This is Mark. How you guys doing
Yes,
tonight?
sir.
What
What's
up,
up,
Mark?
bro?
Mark from the
Good.
park.
What's up,
Okay.
Mark?
I can't call it. I might spoil it. Hey man, tell you what. You guys are on. You're hitting the nail on the head. But I like what Irv said. We got to be better pickers, right? We
Mm.
giving this energy to women who aren't wise.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rarity in a wife.
True.
We're holding regular women or women who don't want to be wise or will not be wise. We're holding them to a wifely standard, and we'll be
Mhm.
disappointed every time.
Every time.
So we have to learn. We have to learn how to let people be who they are.
Mhm.
Don't hold them to a wifely standard if they're not a wife. Give them room to be who they are. And we have to learn how to pick between a wife and a wife.
Yeah.
She might just be a wet wife. She may not be a wife.
Yeah. Use many of those.
We put ourselves in a place where we get disappointed because we're expecting the chicken to bark.
Mhm.
That's our fault.
Yeah.
That part is our fault.
He said expecting a chicken to bark.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be our fault.
Yeah.
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 So
That would
let's
be
make
No,
sure
you
we
absolutely.
let's make sure we move with knowledge, move with wisdom, and make sure that we treat wives like wives, spoil them to death. I mean, and take them off the market. If they wife material, get them off the market.
Yeah, Mark,
if
Mark,
they-
what are they packaged in? You know what I mean?
Oh, they can. Oh no, if you tell them what you want, they will show you what you want if you tell them.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
whole
what do you
thing
mean?
about
What
it.
do
You
you
can't give.
Meaning,
If you tell a woman you like A, B, and C, and she want to get on your program, she's gonna do A, B, and C. But if
a
she's
wife,
watching you and she's a wife material, she's gonna be doing those things automatically without you telling her.
But,
Preach,
but
boy.
Mark,
We
what if
keep
she,
giving them the answers to the test, and then we get surprised when they pass the test. Like, no, you gave her the answers already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I want to talk about.
wifely
Like,
spirit is
if
gonna
you
embrace
if you giving her the answers and she passed the test, and you think that this is a cunning woman, and this is why I pray for discernment so much.
Yes.
She is a cunning woman, and she could give you what she feels that you want, but that truly cannot be her.
Right. Well, we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We do the
The
same thing.
women are the new men. We do the same
They
thing.
do
They
it
are.
better.
Yes,
they
they
do
are.
it better.
They do it much better.
They do
make
it
no
better.
mistake about it.
Yes.
Because they bat those eyes and put a little teardrop on it. We go for the okey doke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if we leave them to themselves, and if they don't get their way, and they start acting like a brat, or they start going from next guy to next guy because things don't go their way, they're showing you they're not a wife.
Right.
They're showing you who they are. So pay attention to that.
So we need that whole facts.
Well, we need wisdom. We need discernment.
Oh,
we need to pray before we
Yeah.
start giving our best decision to. I don't want to monopolize the time, but let's make sure
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
No,
no,
you should.
We,
yeah,
we
man,
needed
you
some of
preaching.
that. We needed some
You
of that.
preaching.
We needed some of that. You know.
No, man, we got to help. We got to help us, brother. So let's
Yeah.
make sure that we pray and we get discernment, and we take her to church. If her hair starts smoking, she probably shouldn't be in there.
Mhm.
If that wig starts cindering, like, oh no, man, we can't do this.
I might lose her at church if Kevin and or EP is here.
Oh my God. Oh
I might lose her
my.
right there.
oh shit.
I've changed, Noom. I've changed.
Hey, brother, thanks for letting me chime in, man. You guys
Yeah,
are helping
man.
people.
All right.
Thank
You
you,
guys are
brother.
being impactful. God bless you all, brother.
Anytime, bro.
Thank you,
Bless-
man.
God bless you too, brother.
What's up? Peace.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Come through, Mark." Or come through, Mark. Pick better.
Yeah, when he was talking about
Well,
Pick Better.
I tell you what. I'm just going to comment on that comment.
Pick Better.
Pick better.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
because that's what one of the things I was going to say is we used to choose for the wrong reason back when we were younger. It could have been the looks, could have been what she was able to do or whatever. So now that I'm older, I that's what I set out to do, is to pick better. So I want my return.
So she don't have to look a certain way or
No,
do a
because
certain
you know
thing?
what, EP, we first of all we gotta understand. Don't none of us look like we used to look.
I get it.
And and it can be, and I'm talking about the physical, or able to do some of the things that we used to do.
Yeah, but the scale slides as well.
It really do.
But what I'm saying is, since we don't look the same, but we still want to be
You
attracted
still absolutely,
to who we
yeah,
pick, right?
oh, definitely, yeah,
It makes it a whole lot harder
Yeah.
to stay right in that relationship for some.
for some,
For me,
yeah, no, and
if I'm not attracted to you.
and that and that's fine, because that's the
You know
key.
what I mean?
You have to be
Yeah, and
attracted
I
to it
pick now as well for tomorrow.
for the more, yeah.
I'm not only looking at you now, like I'm looking at you with grace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you with age on you. I'm looking at you. The main thing is, can you help me get to the end of this life and continue to support me as I support you? Because we, like I said in previous shows, like we're like in today we're at the
Unknown
age-
caller.
Another caller.
Unknown caller. All right.
no. Who this?
Caller, please tell us your name, question, or comment.
Caller.
They're calling back. Caller, please tell us your name, question, or comment.
This is Terry, brother.
What up, Terry?
Terry,
What
brother.
up, T? Did him.
What's happening? Wow, I'm listening to you guys, man. For one, I want to applaud you guys for even just this conversation that you guys are having. What I wanted to say is, I was listening to the brother. A lot of what you guys are saying, absolutely right. What the brother had to say was pretty correct as well. But one of the things that he ended up saying in regards to picking better, I have to. I won't say that I fully disagree with that, but I'll make this comment. A lot of times, with what you are looking for is not what God actually have for you.
Oh shoot!
Okay.
Go on, drop
So-
the mic on him, man.
So, yeah. So, so
She
I
can't
would
be no
definitely say-
boogaboo though, Terry.
No,
She can't
no,
be no
absolutely
boogaboo,
not.
right?
She
Right.
can't. Those are the
My
sweetest
thing-
ones.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
she can't be no boogaboo.
like he said,
But my
what
thing
God
is this.
chose for you.
God didn't choose
Yeah.
no boogaboo for me.
No,
No,
yeah.
let-
Go ahead,
listen
Terry.
to-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
A lot of times we have our own checklist of what it is that we're looking for,
Yes.
but God will come with His eraser and erase all of that and be like, "No, that's not what I have."
This is her.
Yeah.
Because and I would definitely say, even when it comes down to my wife, I had a checklist of what I wanted, but God gave me something totally different. You know, all of my expectations, I was like, no, that and now that I have a relationship, of course, I'm going to straight church now. Is that now that I have a relationship, I've looked at all of the things that I wanted, and God ended up saying, well, if we're looking at long term and taking care of home, all of the expectations of you want your wife to measure up to how you are, who's going to take care of the house?
Right.
So what's important is making sure that we're empowering our women and giving them all of the knowledge and love that we have before we put them in position of doing. We need to make sure that we put them in position of empowering them and loving on them so that they can grow into the woman that we need them to be for us.
Right.
I totally
And
agree.
and then some of them may look like
Totally agree.
what's his name? Travis. What's the football player? Travis
Yeah.
Hunter. So some of them may look like Travis Hunter.
God ain't gonna do me like that.
No. Just like Terry
God love
said.
me.
Yeah.
Just like Terry said.
God love me too much.
Like what you say? He come
God
with that
gone.
eraser.
Now,
He may
now,
give
of
you
course,
what you like.
of course we like a dime piece. I understand that. Of course, it's like, hey man, I would definitely, if I'm going to be going out, I want somebody that look good too. But once you find that, we already know that there's a lot of women that's broken. There's a lot of men that's
Man,
broken too.
absolutely.
Yes.
So my thing is when you find that, say you find a woman that looks absolutely beautiful, but you know that she's broken. A lot of us are turned off by the brokenness, and we're like, man, I can't deal with that. But take the time to see what God is saying versus you just going off of some situations. And based on now, there's a test of who are you? Like, can you empower this woman enough to change and make her who she needs to be for you?
You're right.
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
So
Now,
question
Terry,
yourself.
now I will take. You're right. I'll take 2 nickels now. It ain't gotta be.
Be a solid dime.
Yeah, it ain't
Yeah,
gotta be.
that's-
A broken
Yeah,
down
because-
is 2 nickels.
Yeah.
Yeah, challenge yourself. It's like, are you powerful enough to change this woman for her to be who you need her?
Yes.
Yes.
Man, we appreciate it, man.
God knows the desires of my heart.
He knows the desires of his heart, but he bringing a
does
pencil.
know the desires of my heart.
He bringing a pencil with an eraser on it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
thanks, brother.
God
we
know what it
appreciate
need.
We appreciate.
So the Lord will erase it off of my list too. Then, if she don't have it, then Lord
erase it.
Oh, he gonna come with the eraser, brother.
Yeah.
He gonna come with the eraser.
That's
We have
absolutely.
our own plan.
It's inscribed upon
as
my
long as I
heart.
pass the test when I turn the paper.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank
We
you, brother.
appreciate
All right,
you,
man.
brother.
Love
Thank
y'all,
you.
man.
Love you
Love
too.
you too.
All right, bro.
Keith,
All
can
right.
we go to that final clip? I think this is a good time for that final. These clips were right on time, man.
When you become married, your primary purpose in that marriage is to ensure that your husband fulfills his assignment on the earth.
Amen.
Why? Because the vision and the mission for your family will come through your husband from God. And God will give everything that is needed for that relationship through that husband. So that means that's not saying that you don't have a purpose to fulfill, but your purpose comes in alignment with the purpose for the family that will be revealed to your husband. And so it's important that we understand that our primary purpose is to ensure that we're doing everything we can to push him to the place that God has assigned him on the earth. Remember that today and carry on.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. I would agree.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would definitely
Do we
agree.
know our assignment, gentlemen? Do we know why we're here and
I
what
know.
direction, and are we about our Father's business?
Mhm.
As
My dad used to tell me he used to tell me in French, there's a raison d'être. And I used to say, Daddy, what does raison d'être mean? And he said, your reason for being. Your reason for being here, a human being on this earth. What is your reason for that? And you do have to do some soul searching for that. You know, you find out what you love. You love to play the keys. You love to have a clippers in your hand. I love fashion. I love to be fashionable. This man here loves the gangster. No. But he loves community and bringing people up to a certain standard in the community. So when you understand, you don't need a wife or a woman of the caliber that they're talking about until you figure out your reason for being or your raison d'être. You don't need one. What do you need one for? So I would say once you figure that out, then you need a woman. You don't need one unless you
prematurely.
They say the most important things are when a man is born, and secondly, when he finds out why.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that those are some very, very pivotal points in a man's life, because if you don't know what the job is, why do you need to help meet? You don't need somebody to help a female to help you meet nothing. You don't know where you're going. You don't need to help meet yet. Right now, you're just entertaining folks.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. But if I know that my job, mission, vision, and purpose is a certain thing is specifically, then I know who to hire. That's for me why I say this.
Oftentimes, a person is not going to help you push a car until you're actually pushing a car. Because if you're just sitting on the side of the road with your hazards on,
you just sitting on
in the car. But you'll notice if you try it and you start by yourself and you start pushing, you will see people running across the street that they even park to help you push.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing when it comes to a good relationship. Well, one that's sent from him.
That's the important part. The one that's sent from him, not just because that's the one you want. Seeing one that you might like might not be good for you.
But how many times have we accepted, especially in our younger years?
Yeah, come on.
We accepted a woman that just looked good. She didn't offer no support, no upliftment. To have a woman.
Well,
one of my friends told me, like,
yourself.
You had that in your
quite
years?
a bit of upliftment.
Well, you should have married her then. God damn it! It didn't seem like you had it.
Well, I mean, it depends on what area.
Listen to this. When I was a child, I picked as a child.
And when I became a man, I put away childish things. So you picked as a child. So we all did that.
Yeah.
But we didn't know the sustenance of this woman that this woman can offer us. Right. That if she is truly a woman that it will love you despite you we all have dreams. And if you fail at one part of your dream and that woman decides to leave, that's not the woman for you.
It's
right?
not. Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Go back
and
to
dream
sleep.
again.
Get another.
And get another one.
Have another
But
dream.
I just think a woman of high character, her intrinsic, we're talking about intrinsic value versus the exterior value. A woman with a great body, you're just really just renting the body. You're not building anything. With a woman with intrinsic value, and she can look good at the same time.
Say,
They come coupled with these packages. But when you get that, there is no other thing better.
Right.
No other thing better.
And we had to go through growing pains. And it was part y'all fault.
What?
Canoon. So on and so on back then, because
I know
it was more of a competition back then. We knew exactly,
to see who we could bring to Christ. That competition?
Well, I think Christ was secondary at that time, because you had to have a dime. There was no doubt about it. And like I said, we were young, we were juvenile.
But can you recall anyone? I can recall one woman, right? And I'm gonna call her a woman because I was young and I was naive and everything like that. But she encouraged everything I did, bro. And when you talk about a woman that with okay, you want to do this? I'm a be your best cheerleader. I'm gonna encourage you to fulfill this mission, vision, and purpose. And I squandered that. I squandered it because I was too young to realize what I had before me.
You don't even realize that somebody else believed in you more than you.
Yes.
If you haven't fully gotten into your purpose.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times people confuse their purpose with their gift. Your gift is your vehicle to help you fulfill your purpose, i.e. the keys, the community, swank, right? Barbering. That keyboard actually is your altar. The community is, and when you go to that office and that desk, that's your altar. Swank, the shop, it's your altar. So the thing is, with your altar, you also got to realize that you are ministering to somebody. You're doing something that you love to do. There's some things that you would even give away because you love it so much. You won't understand the depth of time. You think you're doing it for 15 minutes. Next thing you know, you're doing it for an hour and a half. And you might be running late for something. Now, the thing about that is that's how you can identify with your gift. And it's also relative to God, right? Now, also, after you provide the service, someone would give you the tithes. They would pay you for your service. And then if they offered you more, whether it was time, energy, or whatever else, that's an offering. You must realize that our gift helps us fulfill our purpose, and the altar is wherever we perform it. Now, if it's a woman that really, really believes in you, you probably have already been doing it, and she's gonna be like, I know you can do that. I've seen you do it. I was there when you did it. When you have somebody like that and you know that this person is in your corner because they've been there, that is probably a significant other for you, because she believes in you so much. She knows some of what it's going to take for you to get to that, and she can fulfill that.
I want to ask, because you two are on different patterns, or I mean, you guys are on different roads in life. How did you know? I mean, what point did you realize this woman was your helpmeet? What did she do to where you said, okay, this woman is going to be my wife because she is in uplifting me, encouraging me. She is this one. I'm going to start with you, Ken.
She followed up the things she said with action.
Okay. Action.
So
Take notes, y'all. Take notes.
It was, and then when you see that, you can feel it, you know, at the same time. It's not just words, you know, she made good on her words, and she's still doing that to this day, you know. And I remember, you know, when I was going through in the process of losing my mom, and even though it was miles in between, and she did whatever she felt I needed. And I felt that, because like I told her, I said it was, I felt closer to you, and you were up there and I was here, than the ones that was here. That was nothing but get in a car and a 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive. And I seen the difference, because those was just words. It wasn't backed up by actions.
Okay. All right. So I want to jump to you want to chime in on this?
No.
Oh, okay.
You said those two.
Yeah, because I was like, what? Because you was looking at me. I got something to say.
No.
Okay.
I'm in Kevin's story.
How did, what one thing did she do that added to your purpose?
It was a few things, but I'll sum it up by saying she put me before. She was very unselfish. It was a few times where she was phenomenally unselfish, and she spoke in we. She said that we can use my computer for your stuff. We can go talk to my financial advisor for your stuff. We can use my car to get you there. We can use my friends to help you with that investment. We can use my sister can do that for you. You know what? I have a friend that lives in Chicago. You can talk to her about opening that. I'm like, she kept saying we can use my to help you with your, instead of, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to get that. And you owe me this.
Very inclusive. French.
The extreme, it was phenomenally unselfishly helpful.
I don't know, the women that are watching this show right now can see that men need more than just a piece of ass.
The draws.
We need more than just a piece of ass. We need you to see the purpose that a man is, the road that the path that a man is going down, and you need to clear some of the debris.
Especially if it's unsaid. Say you find a need and it's like, man, I didn't even say nothing. And she sees this and she already helped with it and she figured it out and cured it.
Man, I think I'm in love with that one. Right there. Hey. That value right there.
Yeah.
That don't come often, bro.
The mind says also, please, thank you, and I'm sorry. Those things for a man, please, thank you, and I'm sorry, he feels appreciated. And then a woman holds herself accountable.
She said, I'm sorry?
My wife did, yes.
She said, I'm sorry.
She came back.
Lord, I love it.
Gave an explanation, you know. So that was right. But even on a regular basis, if something happens or there's a speed bump, she holds herself accountable and moves forward. And then oftentimes, if I make a sacrifice, I'm not looking for a thank you, but she'll say, hey, I want to thank you for X, Y, and Z because I know that you had to X, Y, and Z to get to A, B, and C for me. So I want to tell you thank you. Like,
and I want the young men that are listening, this is how you recognize a woman of high value.
Yeah.
You recognize if she has these traits that these gentlemen have mentioned, you need to think about it. I'm not saying you need to do it, but you need to get some more introspective and might do a little further research and say if this is the woman that will change your life.
Let me ask you this really quick question. So the one that you realized that had purpose for you early on that you fumbled,
yeah,
is that someone that you could pick the ball up maybe on the 50-yard line and run it all the way back in?
No, it's
You said hell no.
too much water up under the bridge, brothers.
Or in the boat?
That's
too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in my early 20s.
But if she had that way of thinking then,
she probably has
now,
5 children now, and
you don't know.
You know, probably married.
But
you never know.
Maybe God may bring it.
I ain't
Look at what the Lord did for him.
I ain't looking for it.
God
would have to. She would have to walk through these doors.
That's what happened to him.
Well, Scrubs says she offers more than that, and Irvin is right. That's what happened to me.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay.
I just acknowledge.
Well, hey,
she's talking about.
You have had all kind of people walk through that door.
Yeah, I have.
So
not her though.
She may be on her way.
You never know.
She may be on her way.
You never know. Real spit.
You looking for what you think what you're looking for, but
Might be
God,
better than you think.
God already has her in mind.
She might have a son. You're right. He might be in the NFL. She already good, probably. You never know. Basketball, or all her children are professors, college professors.
I tell a woman this: if you want to sit beside the king in the kingdom, you have to do a lot of work. And you know, and it's just not
so the real spit.
and it's just not giving some ass. You have to do a lot of work.
We didn't even say nothing about.
So the real spit portion of the show, ladies.
Oh my!
I'm just saying, this is just the way it is.
You want to sit next to the king
in the kingdom.
In the kingdom,
you got a lot of work.
You got a lot of work to do. I would believe y'all would agree with me. Y'all just saying y'all wouldn't.
That wasn't even nowhere near what we were talking about.
Not at all.
Okay, I missed it then. I missed it.
Just jumped in the seat all the way up there.
Right.
I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
kneel before me, wench.
Yes, kneel before the throne.
Kiss the ring, bitch.
Kiss the ring.
You bet, wench.
Right.
Wench.
Kiss the ring.
ring.
Kiss the ring.
Find the ring and kiss the ring. This guy. Let's get to the real spin portion of the show. So anyway, I was listening to this woman speaking and relating the relationship between a man and a woman with an umbrella. And I was like, okay, go ahead, I'm listening. She said, you can have an umbrella. Let's just say if you're raining, if it's in New York and it's raining, somebody might be selling a $5 or $10 umbrella, which is fine. But also do realize that if you're holding that $5 or $10 umbrella, you're holding it up, but it's designed to protect you from the weather, the storm, the rain, and give you a covering. That umbrella was designed to do that. But also, if you want one of those expensive, heavy umbrellas, you also have to be prepared to hold it up and use it for what its purpose is. You have to be able to have the strength to carry that all the way home to protect you. That man is designed for protecting you, for covering you. Because if you don't, whatever was in that weather outside, you're going to walk into your home smelling like it. Allow that man to be your covering, to protect you, to shield you from things that you may otherwise might get you wet.
That's not
well, we
such
had
a bad
call at the end of the show.
We get a call at the end of the show. Hello, caller.
They're trying to
Please
interrupt.
state your name, your question, and or comment. We love to hear from you. You might have the real spit portion of the show now.
Hello.
I'll take
kinda
the heavy
call it too
umbrella.
late.
Though. I don't want
take
the
the heavy umbrella.
I don't want the pot out of.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you pick a heavy
And
umbrella,
a lightning
God has
storm, that
prepared you to
umbrella
carry it.
is.
God has prepared you to carry it. If you're not strong enough to carry a man that is a heavy umbrella, leave it alone. Don't put yourself through that. But if you want,
Hello. There go a caller. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Make it quick, lady.
Go ahead.
Come on, hurry up.
I just want to know, do you all have the qualities that you are seeking in a woman instilled in yourself?
Very
because
good question.
Apparently, you all can't seem to acquire the type of woman you desire. So my question is, are you on the same level of the type of woman that you desire? Because you are what you attract, right?
You know what? That was a very good question, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Monica, if you're listening,
Can I?
Yeah.
I don't know. We might
I
have to
don't know
extend
which
this.
one of
Yeah,
them,
right.
but
Yeah.
at the same token, I do believe that we attract the women that will be complimenting us.
Actually, several women.
Whatever,
That would be-
whatever
let's come on, man.
whatever
Let's
level-
stop all of that, bro. Stop
whatever
all
level
that.
it is.
We absolutely
Yes.
hold those same values and qualities. The only thing is, the ball is in our court. We pick relationships, who we want to have a relationship with.
Yes.
You choose who you
want to have
sex with. So when it comes to relationship and picking, we want to pick the right one, because we picked the wrong one before.
What I said before.
Well, let's take sex. Let's take sex out of the equation.
You can't.
How can you have a relationship
You
without
can't
sex?
take sex out of it.
Well, I'm not saying that sex won't come into play, but since you brought it up,
And what's
Now-
who are we speaking with first of all?
What's your name?
this is Diana
Okay.
from
Diana.
Lawndale.
Share
From
your
Lawndale.
view. Share your view.
Well, I just want to add, if you work on yourself and level up, then you put yourself in a position to approach and hopefully secure a woman on the level that you desire. And when I say level up, I mean spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, as well as physically.
Okay, so you're talking about any man in general, right? Not just us, correctly? Correct.
She said us.
I just want to
Diana, because
I'm giving her an opportunity.
he's gonna cookie code it.
She's,
You know what I mean?
you're talking about us
Said y'all
directly?
will be able to.
Yes,
Secure
some
the
some on the panel are
I'm
already.
not talking about y'all specifically. I
Just
mean
men in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
some of
don't-
these fine gentlemen are already married, so
Or getting.
are getting
but
married.
just like we were saying, when just like the word said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. So we've been married. 3 of us have been married. We've been divorced. So and it had to do a lot with the woman we chose. But those divorces are also hard on the men as well. So you want to take that time or necessary time to work on yourself, so you would be able to be ready for when that woman that comes our way.
Ask her to read
no,
that.
that's what I was
her to
going to
read
ask her.
that and ask her if she's married.
It's Diana, right?
Yes.
Are you married?
I was married. I'm divorced.
Okay. Are
How
you
long
reading
got-
the screen?
I'm sorry.
I'll get mine. Are you reading the screen?
Am I reading the screen?
Yeah, are you reading the screen?
It said, I can speak for Trevor, and yes, he is absolutely has the traits he speaks of.
Why Trevor can't speak for himself?
Well,
Watch your mouth.
well, he asked you
Here's
if
the thing.
you
Here's
was
the thing,
reading the
baby.
screen.
I am more communicative than I am combative. For one, we can have a conversation. We're not going to have arguments and things of that nature. But what you just said was no, because we're not going to teeter on being disrespectful with one another. You just said, why can't Trevor speak for
Trevor, I
himself?
can handle this, Trevor. I can handle this. Diana,
She was divorced.
she was divorced, right? How long were you married,
Yeah.
Diana?
I was married 6 years.
6 years.
Mhm.
Any children? In the
Grown
marriage?
children.
One?
None
She
in the
said
marriage.
None in the marriage. How many children do you have?
I have 2 grown children.
No, 2
Well,
grown.
grown adults. They're not children, so I'm going to call them adults. What they are.
Any men in the any boys?
I do have a son.
Okay. So would you say you would want your son to select a woman that would have children already or not have children?
You know what? I can't judge that because some single women raise their sons to be impeccable men, and I can't choose his partner.
No, I'm saying would you rather him be with a woman? We're talking about you know, selecting a woman for marriage and otherwise, right? So
I
would
can't
you
select
what would you prefer?
She's upset about some shit.
I don't know what Diana is upset about. I've said nothing to upset her, and I don't think you're upset, Diana, right? We're just having a conversation. It's adults having a conversation. So,
I mean, you guys opened the phone line so people
yes,
can call
and we love it.
their opinion because you guys seem very opinionated. So, you know,
we are very opinionated. What part of the opinion you didn't agree with? Let's start there.
Why you call it the end of the show?
I don't.
Why you call it the end of the show?
I'm sorry. What?
Don't worry about it. I would just
just finish your point.
Go ahead, Diana.
Well, you were talking. You was asking me something about the choice I would make for my son.
Yes, I did.
Right.
That would be Canoe. And I would say, would you want your son to marry somebody that was already had a child or just didn't have any children? Which one you think would fare better?
If that's who he loved, like, again, I can't control who he fall in love with.
No, you're not answering the question, though, Diana.
That's not my choice to make.
No, we know it's not your choice.
You think would fare better? Which one would have more sexual market value for your son?
So you're asking me that question?
Yeah, which one would?
I don't know. I'm not in a position to determine what woman would be more of a sexual market value for my son.
Okay.
That's like a loaded question.
Is this your first time watching the show? Because we're going to have another show next week.
My first time.
Huh?
No, it's not my first time.
Okay, because then you would understand what sexual market value is. And we're at the end of the show, so we have to go. And
but please continue to watch,
call in more. We love this engagement.
But
we love this engagement.
Call in around the beginning or in the mid to where we can really get into it and finish the conversation.
Yes,
if you don't mind.
Yes. Thank you for calling, though, Diana.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Have a good evening.
Yeah. No, it's not all. What the hell you want to say?